Hello, I'm Raisa Chantami of the Indonesia channel in Jakarta, and this is your TIC News Break on the hour, every hour. Here's what's happening in Indonesia. The country summoned a United Nations official on Monday after the organization expressed concerns over threats posed by the newly ratified revisions to Indonesia's criminal code. Last week, the parliament approved an overhaul of its criminal code prohibiting sex outside marriage and cohabitation between unmarried couples, among other controversial revisions. Officials say it aims to uphold Indonesian values. The UN said the revised laws could result in the erosion of press freedom, privacy, and human rights violations in the world's third largest democracy. The government has rushed to clarify concerns expressed by tourism associations that the new laws may scare away tourists from its shores. Edward Omar, Indonesia's Deputy Justice Minister, said the code does not disturb the interests of foreign investors or tourists as long as authorities follow national guidelines, adding the government would spend the next 3 years ensuring adherence. A moderately strong earthquake and 2 aftershocks hit Indonesia's resort island of Bali on Tuesday, causing panic among residents. The 4.9 magnitude quake was centered 35 kilometers north of Amlapura at a shallow depth of 9.6 kilometers. Many residents and tourists rushed out of their homes and hotels towards higher ground. An earthquake of a similar magnitude in the hilly Karangasem last year triggered landslides and cut off at least 3 villages, killing at least 3 people. A militant who was paroled last week after serving about half of his original 20-year prison sentence for making the explosives used in the 2002 Bali bombings apologized to victims' families on Tuesday. Hashim bin Ali Zain, better known as Umar Patek, was a leading member of the Al-Qaeda-linked network Jemaah Islamiyah, which was blamed for the blasts at 2 nightclubs in Kuta Beach that killed 202 people, including 88 Australians. Authorities said Patek was successfully reformed in prison and they will use him to influence other militants to turn away from terrorism. Patek is still being monitored and will have to participate in a mentoring program until his parole ends on August 29, 2030. In the financial markets, here's how stocks and the currency closed in Jakarta and around the region. If you're heading to Indonesia or traveling within the country, here's the weather forecast for major destinations. And that's what's happening in Indonesia. I'm Raisa Chantami with your TIC News Break.